Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls, Golden, what if, whatever you want to call me, and I'm back with a brand new series with What If Deku Was a Demon Lord. And yeah, first off, I want to say I appreciate all the love and support I've been getting on all these videos, and I appreciate all y'all for getting me to 9,000 subs, which is insane. We are over 9,000. But yeah, it's crazy that we've grown this quickly and all that stuff, and I appreciate all the love and support from that. And yeah, but back to the what if. I want to explain exactly what will be happening for this what if. I mean, so basically this what if is gonna be a lot different than any other what if. It's gonna be very similar though to the what if Deku was the shield hero, in terms of like the storyline will be different. So I'm gonna be trying my best to basically combine both the That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime and My Hero Academia universes, and like as a storyline, and we're gonna see where it goes. It's gonna be a lot different than any other what if, but I feel like it has a lot of potential, and I feel like it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I feel like all y'all should hopefully enjoy it. And obviously, if you do, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Comment down below any suggestions you want to see for this what if, and I'll see what I can do. Obviously, every like, every sub, every comment, all that helps this video grow. All of it. Every time you hit that like button, it helps the video grow. It helps more people see it, and honestly, it just makes me even more motivated to go even harder, like just go crazy with these videos. And real talk, with this series, it's really infinite potential. I can go on for as long as I really want to, and you'll be able to see that very soon, of how many potential parts I could do, because it's very open-ended for what I could do or what I couldn't do and all that. So but yeah, that's about it. And I'm not gonna waste any more of your time, and we're just gonna get right into the what if. Let's get it. Honestly, I don't remember how I got here. Sometimes I think I just, appeared. All I remember is hearing a voice, and it spoke to me. It said that they were the great sage, and that the voice would guide me if I needed assistance. Other than that, they told me I had other powers, but, well, I don't really understand them. The only thing I know for sure is my name is Izuku Midoriya, but I don't even understand how I got here in the first place. Hello, Izuku Midoriya. Oh, it's you. Is that really my name? Yes, would you like to be called something else? No, Izuku is fine, but could you explain to me my other skills? Yes, of course. You currently have two other skills. First is called Copycat. Copycat will allow you to mimic things you see if you are around them enough. For instance, if you are in a battle and it goes for a long time, you will learn the moves of your opponent very quickly. Another example of this could be watching someone build. This would allow you to learn how to build structures for yourself. And in some instances, Copycat will allow you to gain new skills and abilities. And the third skill is Predator. Predator? Yes. Anything that you can't copy outright, with Copycat, you can use Predator on. For instance, a dead monster. This is also another branch of Predator that allows you to absorb someone to borrow their power, but they stay dormant within you. That sounds very unrealistic. Well, of course, you are a monster yourself, and this world alone is a combination of many. What does that even mean, Great Sage? Oh, it seems you don't have your memories. Let me explain. The Great Sage proceeds to explain that Midoriya is from an entirely different world, and that to its knowledge, he was sent to this world via otherworldly powers, but changed into a monster. But I don't feel like a monster at all. Well, you are. In this world, a monster can be scaled in various ways, and your aura and skills give off the presence of a monster, or, I guess for you, more of a Majin. That's interesting. Follow-up question. So does that mean this world has elements of the one I came from? Yes, a map can be generated for you to see the landscape, and you are currently on the outskirts of what your former world would call Japan. Japan? Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar at all. That is very normal under this circumstance, for these memories will come back with time. Midoriya then asks where is he currently, and the Great Sage tells him he is currently in a cave, but the exit is close by. He walks toward the exit, but when he exits, he sees tons of just woods. The woods? Really? Yes, I said this is outside any cities and kingdoms. Interesting. Midoriya walked outside the cave and began looking around. Wow, this place is really nice, but it feels like there's literally nothing here. Great Sage informs him that there is creatures, but they are either cowering because of his, aura, or he hasn't come across them yet. Scared of me? Midoriya continues through the woods until he finds a wooden base camp with many slightly advanced goblins. Seemingly the more warrior-like goblins approach him asking what he wants. Oh, nothing. I didn't mean to frighten any of you. Goblin Base Camp. This place is inhabited by mostly goblins, but there is one other monster that resides there, but it seems that they are currently away. Should we consume them all? What? No. Why would we do that? The goblins there ask who is he talking to, and he says nobody. Midoriya continues walking through the forest and decides to make a base camp for the night. Would you like to use your skill Copycat to copy anything you have learned so far? Sure, why not? You have now gained the skill Builder. This will allow you to create anything you have seen in an instant, as long as you have the resources. Midoriya begins breaking down trees, realizing that his pure strength is pretty good, and Great Sage alerts him when he has enough materials. He uses the skill Builder, and it creates a sizable fort, basically the same as the one they walked by. Whoa, I mean, it didn't need to be this big, but cool. Midoriya decided to get roaming around in the forest until he found a giant scorpion. Great Sage, can I actually beat that thing? In your current state, the chance of a favorable outcome is 25%. So basically stay away. Midoriya then asks the Great Sage to tell him where Inner Japan is and where the cities are. Well, the time to get to a city with people currently there would be about 3 months with your current status. So I'm practically useless at the moment. Yes, you are. Okay, Great Sage, don't need to go overboard. Midoriya decided to basically call it in for the night, in hopes to get the opportunity to go out and gain some new powers, and such so he could make the journey to the inner city in hopes to find more answers about where he came from. He started to dream, but when it occurred, he seemingly was getting out of bed and Great Sage began to speak. Hidden skill unlock. You're in my dream too? Skill Dreamwalker has been unlocked. Would you like for me to explain? Yeah, of course. Dreamwalker is an ability that allows you to have outer body experiences in the real world while asleep. You can search around the area, scout for incoming threats, and even train during the time that you are sleeping. Wow, that's pretty good. But can others see me? Not exactly. They can sense your magicules that you are giving off. Midoriya then decides to head back to the base he once saw earlier, and when he arrives, he sees that both goblins and direwolves are living there peacefully. Great Sage explains that the monster who basically helped build this place also was able to recruit the direwolves that used to torment the goblins. Now that is definitely interesting. How did this monster manage that? No valid answer. Okay, maybe I should just pay the monster a visit. I detect no hostile nature, so you should not be in danger. Midoriya is still in his dreamwalk-like state, watches as the monster runs by while it was on a direwolf. Is that a slime? Yes, precisely. I'm just so confused. Midoriya ends his dream walk and sleeps through the night. He wakes up and is approached by the slime monster and their direwolf. Midoriya opens the gate and greets them. Hello, I'm surprised you came by. I was going to stop by for a chat. Hello, I'm sorry to surprise you, but the people in my small village are extremely concerned because of you. Oh, I'm sorry about that, but I'm no threat. I can tell, but maybe you should hide your aura just a little bit. Hide it? Great Sage tells Midoriya that he can hide his aura and tells him how to do so to a certain extent. Better? Perfect, thank you. Also, my name is Rimuru Tempest. Nice to meet you, Rimuru. I'm Izuku Midoriya. Rimuru asks when he arrived here, and he says literally a day ago. And actually he woke up in a cave nearby and just set up, shop here. Rimuru questions how he built this so fast, and Midoriya just tells Rimuru that he has basically the ability to replicate it from their own camp using one of his skills. Wow, that's an awesome skill. Yeah, thanks. Great Sage then asks if Midoriya would like to use Copycat, and he thinks to himself that maybe asking before doing so is a better idea. And the Great Sage tells him that that is a good idea because he needs consent and basically to touch the monster to copy any of its abilities. Hey, I know this may be out of line, but do you mind if I use my Copycat skill on you? It will allow me to basically copy any low-level type moves from you. I mean, if I am given permission to do so. Rimuru agrees, but says that he has to do something for them as well, though. Okay, what do you have in mind? Rimuru takes Midoriya to their small village and says that he wants to expand it, but it will take a while. So you want me to expand it for you? Got it. I just need the resources. Rimuru points to show that they have the resources, and Midoriya says that, he'll get right on it. He automatically expands the small village to a more sizable one, and then Rimuru allows him to copy what he can. Midoriya touches Rimuru and learns various attacking powers, but other powers were not able to be learned because, either he already had them, or they were too advanced to actually copy with his Copycat skill. Wow, I didn't know you also had Great Sage. You have Great Sage? Yeah, I mean, that was one of my skills that I had when I was sent here. Oh, where were you sent from? To be honest, I'm really not sure. For some reason, I have this urge to head into a city nearby. Well, not really nearby, but it's a bit away. And Great Sage says that it's similar to my homeworld, but I guess even the Great Sage lacks the knowledge of my memories as well. Great Sage tells him that she only knows strands of his past memories. Well, I wish you good luck, and come visit from time to time. I would love to have you as an ally. Yes, definitely, I will be back. And if I'm ever around and you need help, you can count on me. Rimuru thanks Midoriya and he sets off on his journey to what he thinks is the place that will remind him of his homeworld. Remember, the trip will be a 3-month journey, so gaining skills and even allies may be a good idea on the way. I know, Great Sage. I have a plan, and hopefully gaining some help from some other monsters won't be too difficult. For the next about a week, Midoriya traveled by foot, gaining an endurance skill called Triathlete that will allow him basically to expend less magicules when using skills, as well as giving him way better stamina. During this trip, he would create small bases to basically stay at when he was tired and fought other various creatures using skills that he gained from Rimuru. Or at least the common skills like poison breath and body armor and some other elemental skills that he learned as well. He began absorbing other creatures that had fire elemental skills and other hostile monster abilities, because he was basically forced to slay them instead of creating well, an ally out of them. 3 more days pass and Midoriya is talking to Great Sage and basically about leveling skills and combining skills to make new ones until he is approached by a small group of monsters. Can I help you? Yes, we don't mean to be a burden, but me and my family are trying to survive. And as you can tell, it's just me, my wife, and my daughter now. I see. Well, I move very frequently, so if you're looking for a stable protection source, I can't help you. They beg him and say that they can go on the journey with him. What are your names? We don't have any. Notice, names are given to humans and non-humans by others with high magical counts that can give more power or even evolve at times. How about this? You all can come along with me, but I want to name you 3. The 3 of them jump in excitement, but Midoriya thinks to himself that their monster race may be able to help him with travel, being that they are similar to lizard-like people. Well, for the husband, let's go with Haru. For the wife, we'll go with Hori, and for the daughter, we can go with Hina. The 3 of them begin to glow, and Midoriya feels extremely tired. Great Sage tells him that he used over half of his magicules, but his copycat skill evolved into another skill called Perfect Copy. Half asleep, he asks what Perfect Copy is, and Great Sage explains that he can now copy the skills of others without consent and touching them, as well as given the ability to make clones of a monster that is an ally of his. Midoriya then passes out and wakes up 12 hours later, and is informed by the family he has been out, well, for not too long, but explained that he's been out for about 12 hours. When he awakens fully, he is startled of their appearance because no longer lizard people, they seem to have evolved into something Great Sage deems as the Wyvern Colony, which is an advanced race of the lizard people with the ability to fly. Midoriya stands up, copying their skills, and receives the ability to give himself wings and fly. We are glad you are awake, Master Midoriya. Master? No need. Midoriya is just fine, but I didn't expect for you 3 to evolve like this. The wife speaks up and says that they didn't expect this either, and that they are completely loyal to him now and will serve under him as his subordinates. Well, thank you. This worked out for the both of us. I would actually like for you 3 to just stay here. We're about a week or so away from a place where basically other monsters reside, and I know someone there by the name of Rimuru. Basically, and with your flight, you should be able to go there if you so choose. For now, I must leave you 3 here, but if you feel free to basically stay at the base that I made. And if you ever feel in danger, then fly over to the base just north of here. They ask Midoriya if he is sure, and he explains that he needs to basically make it to this city or country or whatever it is he has heard about. But now with his new skill of Wyvern Flight, the journey will be, well, far less than what normally expected. Well, thank you, Midoriya, for everything, and we hope to see you soon. You will, I promise. Midoriya flies off, and Great Sage tells him that the journey has been cut down from a total of 3 months to 1.5 days from where they were, because of his newly acquired Wyvern Flight. Thank you, Great Sage. Midoriya travels for the next day and a half and arrives at what looks to be an entire country. He flies down and lands in the streets with no one seeing him. Notice, this area is very similar to your previous home world. Yeah, for some reason, I feel that way as well. Midoriya walks around to see various humans who look to have odd powers. Great Sage, why do some of these people look different than just normal humans? Are they monsters as well? No, it seems that society has evolved to gain some sort of powers on time of creation. You mean birth? They gained powers on their birth, Okay, follow-up question. What are these powers called? Unknown. I do not have enough information to conclude that, but it does seem that this society has a straightforward hero versus villain type of society. Midoriya continues to roam around eventually he's attacked by a villain. You, give me your body. Great Sage? It seems this human has the power that basically turned him into a sludge-like substance. Would you like to copy? Yeah, sure. Well, sure, why not? The villain screams at Midoriya, saying to not ignore him. The villain charges and Midoriya is about to defend himself, but he begins to sense something coming. Out through the sewer came a man with yellow hair and a ridiculous outfit. No need to fear, because I am here. The sludge villain begins to freak out, but this mysterious man punches the villain into bits, basically bits of itself, and Midoriya dodges out of the way. All Might? Notice partial amounts of memory has returned. Hello, young one. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine, All Might. Thank you for the help. All Might says that it's no problem and he leaps off. This society has quirks. But what does that have to do with me? Notice 0.5% of memory has returned. Yeah, thank you, Great Sage. Midoriya continued to explore the area, eventually coming across a school. UA High School, home for future heroes. Notice 1% of memory has returned. Midoriya walks by a middle school / elementary school to see a younger boy getting beaten up. One of the boys using an explosion cork to hurt the kid. Midoriya runs over, separating them. Are you okay? The kid begins to cry and thanks Midoriya for protecting him. Notice 5% of memory has returned. Midoriya looks at the blonde-haired boy and utters the name Kachan. And the boy says that is not his name, it's Katsuki Bakugo, not Kachan. The bullies leave and Midoriya remembers that he had a friend and his nickname was Kachan. But his real name was Bakugo? Great Sage then gives him a heads up that he actually learned multiple new skills by basically pushing those kids away. Really? What are those? Sir? Are you okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm fine. Do you have a name? I mean, of course I have a name. I'm Atoshi Shinso. Midoriya is frozen at the name, and Great Sage tells him that he has now gained 8% of his lost memories. Well, Shinso, I need to get going. Be safe, okay? Midoriya is about to leave, but the kid stops him, asking if he's a hero. No, I'm just someone passing by from outside this country. Whoa, really? I heard there are scary monsters out there. You've never been outside? No, I was always told that by the orphanage to never go past the borders. Notice, orphan means I know what an orphan is, Great Sage. Kid, do you want to get out of here? You can join me and explore the world. Really? These people, I mean, they're horrible to me anyways, so why not? Midoriya takes Shinso with him and they begin heading back, making a couple stops to get food and rest for a certain amount of times. Finally making it back to the temporary base that he made and finds the family still there. Oh, hello you three, is everything okay? Haru tells Midoriya that everything is great, and actually word spread to the other lizard people and they may be journeying over here. Haru realizes that the other person with Midoriya and he asks who the kid is. Oh, I'm sorry, his name is Satoshi Shinso. As Midoriya says this, Shinso begins to shine and Midoriya is basically told that all his magic have been drained. Oh, damn it. Not again. The family catches him and as he passes out and puts him on the bed as Shinso begins to gain strength from the name he has been given. And that is a wrap for part 1 of What If Deku Was a Demon Lord. Okay, really quick. I know. He's not a demon lord right now. So, for anybody that's going to say that, I know. But everything's a process. So, I hope that none of you are mad that it's not just perfect off the rip like that. But I'm sure, I hope that most of you are just enjoying the story, and I hope you've enjoyed it so far. And just comment down below if you want any other characters added throughout the story as well. I put Shinso in this because, for one, I love Shinso's character, and frankly, he gets like no time in My Hero, so I was like, I really want to use him as a character here, so that's what I did. And yeah, I mean, obviously, if you want me to continue this What If, blow it up as best you can, and just comment down below, like, hit the like button, all that type of stuff. Also, check the description for anime apparel if you are interested. You use code GOLDEN at checkout. I believe you get 10% off. And yeah, that's about it. And I appreciate all the love and support. Again, thank you for 9,000 subscribers. And yeah, all y'all have an amazing day. Later.